If you've ever replayed a date 10 times in your head, this video is for you. So I've received comments like, did I text too soon? Or should I have said something different? Or I keep replaying everything. Let's look at the facts. Rumination is associated with increased anxiety and reduced confidence. And as you might guess, that's not going to really help anything. That doesn't help attraction. That doesn't feel good. Nothing benefits from those things. And it tends to happen to highly analytic people where you're just kind of stuck up in your head here and you're overthinking things. You're overthinking, right? Uh, Basically, analytical people often overestimate how much control they have in different social situations, over social outcomes. They just overestimate if I plan and I think about it enough, I can control everything. First of all, before we get into some other details, over control is a lack of control situation. So sit with that a moment. So why is this happening? Why are people replaying everything? Well, first, the desire for certainty. We tend to like predictability, to know things, right? We want things to be certain. You do this, you get that result. Dating doesn't work that way. Fear of mistakes. What happens? Well, maybe you have this perfectionistic tendency where you assume that things need to go away to get that result. And as you've heard me say many times, oftentimes you want the opposite. It's a good thing for things to go poorly because then a lot of times magical things just happen that you got to deal with. And then mental stimulation can replace real experience. So you get so much in your head that you're, couple of things. One, you're creating a worse situation. So you're in your head going over all the things you should have done or should have said, and you're creating this huge issue that probably wasn't even an issue to begin with. So you're creating a fantasy. But what could also happen is you're maybe let's say you're texting somebody and now you're imagining this huge relationship and you're adding all these details to something that isn't happening. That's not true. You've just sent a couple of texts and you matched. Okay, so be aware of that as well. So what should you do? First of all, presence beats perfection. Just be in the moment. Just be here now, in this moment. What is she doing? If you're on a date, what is she doing? What's actually happening? And just go with that. Accept things that are happening and go with it. Curiosity beats performance. So don't try to do any routines or pickup lines. It's not going to get you very far. And it doesn't really work anyway. But be curious. When she says something, find something about it that you're actually curious about, that you actually do want to know, and delve deeper into that. And maybe it's something that's kind of related to it, or maybe it's something that you also know about or are interested about. Whatever it is, get curious into what's happening, what she's saying. And then know that you can't optimize genuine chemistry. That's why you're going on these dates. You're not going to have chemistry with everyone. You know, you're not going to like everyone, so don't expect her to like everyone, including you, right? Uh, Sometimes I'll say if you're rejected, or maybe you liked her more than she liked you, or maybe you didn't like her, but you're just annoyed that she didn't like you. Like, what sense does that make? I can't believe that she doesn't want to go on a date with me. Did you like her? No, but still, be on the same page that it didn't work out. You don't like each other. There's no chemistry. Move on to the next person. Another thing is set limits on replaying conversations because you might do it anyway. You're out there, you're talking with her, and maybe you said something, or maybe the conversation went a certain direction. You're like, oh, you're kind of thinking, oh, I wish it wouldn't have gone there. Okay, note it. Maybe once, and then move on. because that's not going to help to try to overanalyze this Monday morning quarterback kind of thing, right? Just decide I'll look at it once and I move on to the next person or the next conversation if you're still dating with her or dating her. And then focus on what you've learned rather than on what you can't change. So you're going to learn some things. You think about it once, maybe learn something, and don't say I vow to not do that in the future. You might still, but you've learned something. You try to implement, do the best you can, give yourself a break, and just realize the things you can change. Okay? Just accept those things. When you can accept the qualities about yourself that you can't change or would be very difficult to change, possibly, you start becoming more attractive because you're more comfortable in your own skin. And that's really important. So, connection happens in the present moment. How could it happen anywhere else? Connection doesn't happen in the past, and it's not going to happen in the future. That's just in your mind. It can only happen in the present, not in endless replays in your head about the past, the things you think should have gone this certain way and you wish they wouldn't have gone that way. That's the past. Be present. That's where everything happens. If you receive value in this video, please like it, share, follow me, and I will see you on the next video.